Well, knowing how many people here love Metal Gear, feel free to remind me how to fucking play as we go, okay? I would love it. I would love some reminders. Obviously can't remember. Ah.
Cipher. Otacon, the ship appears to be under their control. The men have Russian gear, but I haven't been able to find out anything else about their origin.
I know who they are.
You do?
We've ID'd the old man.
Who is he?
Sergei Gerlukovich.
Gerlukovich, one of Ocelot's allies.
Yeah, the GRU colonel. He's the one Ocelot was supposed to meet up with after Shadow Moses.
They're after Metal Gear.
Everything's changed. This is not going to be as simple as we thought.
You could say that. I saw a surveillance remote just now. It looked like the Cipher.
A Marine Cipher T?
No, Army.
First the Marines, then the Russians, now the Army?
You're right. This isn't gonna be simple.
Snake, there's something I have to tell you.
What?
We didn't dig up this info about the new Metal Gear on our own. Not like usual.
How did you find out then?
It was a tip. An anonymous tip.
Anonymous? You've never trusted those. Why would you start now?
I have a younger sister, a stepsister. We have different parents. I only knew her for 2 years.
You've never mentioned her before. So?
The sender of the tip was EE.
EE?
Her name is Emma, but I always call her EE.
Emma? Emmerich?
Yeah, it just caught my eye, you know? I figured it was a coincidence, but I couldn't get it out of my mind. There's really no one out there who knows about her.
When was the last time you saw her?
Over 10 years ago.
You think it's a trap to lure us out here?
I don't know. After I got the tip, I did break into the Pentagon system to get confirmation.
Okay.
Watch your back, Snake. Maybe I screwed up.
I've got a light-equipped USP. I can take them on now. There's no ammo, but it takes a
You'd
9mm, just like the Marines M9. I'll find those somewhere around here.
Don't raise too much racket with that thing.
I hear you.
Yeah. So that was tougher than it should have been. Can and have to break the light with the trank. Is that a little set of... It's a little... There's stairs. Okay. Ah. Are we going back in? Trying to get down to the engine room now through the hallway with the Semtex. We have that USB now. Ration doesn't respawn, does it? It does. Sweet. get past, if I hug, try the D-pad here. If I hug the wall, can I get past that camera? Okay, but I don't want to go out that way. Camera at the end of the hall. Is that a camera? No. Can we get something else out of him? Come on. Down here, is it? I'm just gonna get us so flippin' lost again. Man, I wish I knew my way around. I can picture where I want us to go. I just don't know how they're all connected. Back to the crew lounge. Okay, yeah, down from here, huh? Master Snake before he comes back. Now open, because we came through it from the other side. Good. All right. Hi. Okay. What do we need to hit? We need to hit not the explosives themselves, which I will probably hit trying to sort this out. The control for that one, like in between them. A second, I can still, all right, at least still do that. That's good. Get up on the box to see it, maybe? I guess I don't have to be using ready weapon like I would for a hold up with that left stick if all I want is a single shot. I can still hold. There's just, it's not pressure sensitive, obviously, but I can still do that. Just 3 or is there 4? Slowly learning how to play again.
Checkpoint passed.
Just avoided a
All
water
essential
spill.
personnel
Little
report
panic
to the
though.
halls in 10 minutes time for the scheduled briefing session with the Commandant. You are ordered to continue manning your posts until that time.
Message coming in. Patching it
6
through.
raiders from Halimar. Battle stations. What's up? Of course. Excellent. I have, What up, Alien King? Hey, man. Greetings. Greetings and alerts. Shit. Really? Shit. I'm trying. I'm having so many control issues. It's a little sad. Probably for the best if we get killed here. Alvar, hello. Thank you for the host and raid. Senin, greetings. That breaks free, right? Yeah, I'm trying to get a lock on all the mechanics I've lost muscle memory and regular memory on. Norf, hello. Never played this Metal Gear. It's a brain twister. If I can get us far enough, I mean, if we can actually get through the game. Yeah, well, we're just messing around with the tanker now. By the time we get to the plant, hopefully I can play again. Alert, are there soldiers right outside this little alcove? Aren't coming in. Hey. I get shot the moment I step out here, right? Yes, no. The original alert was down here at the end. It was right down here. Still there. Shit, that was not as bad as I thought, but... I love watching people who know where all the heads pop out here. It's a much better sequence. A much better sequence. Watch someone go down, pop, pop, pop. Alas. I know what that looks like in my head. Just can't, you know. So I can't, if I want to cancel a shot, how do I even cancel a shot? Because there's no half press of the button on the Xbox version. If I let go, it's firing a shot. Can I actually cancel out with melee? Yeah. That's how, I guess. Ready a shot. It's not very convenient to hit. It's not at all convenient to cancel that shot, but you have the collection. Yeah, I have it on PS3 as well, but because of 2 or 3 reasons, it just seemed easier to try it on Xbox this time. Yeah. I'm having a harder time just remembering how to play, and where everything is. Hey, Saber. Prices around every corner for me.
Colonel, we have sealed the stern hatch. The lift is also under our control. Sir, the Marine Commander has started his speech already.
We will complete the preparations before the end of the speech.
All communications to the halls have been severed. No one is aware of our presence.
Let no one down into the halls until we are out.
Yes, sir. We will secure your exit with our lives if necessary.
There is one more thing.
Yes, sir.
My daughter, keep her safe.
Yes, sir.
A little late for that.
Message for you, Commander. Just came in over a secure channel.
Anonymous user gifted another sub. Alien King. Cheers. Cheers to you both. Thank you. The anonymous subs.
Who goes there?
Bring your head back. You. No, not the other one. You. You. Right there. Because I'm already waiting for your fucking head. Just put your head back. Oh,
Secure
okay.
channel.
It's gonna be a rough road. I don't know all their patterns. And the one who pops out from the left actually hit me where I'm standing. Rolled, but didn't go anywhere. Ah, Helmar, thank you for the sub. Cheers. Many thanks. Hey, Weaver. Right. Should be in that same sequence. What was a head became a belly. Someone else stepped in fucking front of him. You guys are gonna mess with me so hard. Give me a melon. Give me a melon. The life back up. I'm so glad we're playing on normal. Holy shit, can you imagine if we were trying, if I was playing this on hard right now? With these elite skills. I thought I would move fast enough. Here's your melon, sir.
Snake, what's wrong?
Thank you for the melon.
Snake! Snake!
Har, har, har. Weaver, just stop. Stop, man. Stop. I feel bad enough about how I'm playing. I know you mean well, but I really feel fucking awful about how I'm playing, so. Move your ass! Oh my god. One more over here, yeah. Snake, move! Got the nice Xbox analog stick rebounds. It's just a little too slow. It's not used to the timing. Ah!
Snake! Snake!
Boy can just barely hear the nades bounce. No, I actually hear them. I'm getting, it's not cocky because I know I'm not doing this well. It's just thinking I have time. It's just thinking I have time when I don't have time. Having a lot of fun with the analog stick. You see how it just keeps rebounding? I can use the D-pad. I should be using the D-pad.
What's going on? Snake! Snake!
I don't know what I've gotten us into. What with how I'm playing. And we've got a long road ahead. Having a machine gun would be better. I'd settle for good aim. Snake. Snake. Don't throw a grenade in here, please. Get a little of my health back. Oh, fuck me. I forgot we got more coming. Oh, that's great. I'm so screwed. I do have a couple stun grenades I could throw.
Snake, you okay? Snake!
Grenades of your own. Yeah, I got a couple stun grenades, but I'm considering this all training and practice so I can just, you know, learn to play again. It's gonna be helpful to know how to fucking play when we get to the actual main game and the real bosses. I can kinda, that's interesting. I can ready my weapon, but if I stay in first person, I don't get the heal. Yeah, no, I've played this before. And I've played it a few times and watched it 1,000 times. But getting the feel for it apparently just gotta happen from scratch. I should be going for more body shots too. I mean, we're on normal. It's screwed. I bet that didn't get him. I have rations. Just trying to.
What's going on? Snake!
Get good. I know. Bitch of a hallway for a bad shooter. My trank round not getting far enough. Nice. It's a nice touch.
What's going on? Snake! Snake!
Ah. Yeah, it was just too far because that actually got him in the head, didn't it? He was crouched back there. And way back. Okay, popped up and shot me just now.
What's going on? Snake! Snake!
Not reaching him, which is really too bad. Alright, I'll use a ration here, but and more come, but more come until I move up. Maybe not. Shit, here they come right now. Wait, I have to take him out. I can't go? Not allowed to move? That's too bad. Because I'm doing awful right now. Assholes. Assholes all. Special sequence. Trank and they disappear, huh? Nice. I was about to say something very silly, because it goes without saying in this channel. I was gonna say I need some grenade practice, but the reality is I need to stay away from grenades. Still though, I need to see not under duress. Refamiliarize myself with tossing a grenade off a wall into my own face in this game.
Who goes there?
Oh, Shalashaska. Why are you here? We thought you were with the Colonel. What the? The Colonel will be joining you soon, comrade.
Snake, are you in yet? Have you made it to the holds?
It's taking longer than I expected.
That's
We've already
an
passed
understatement.
the Verrazano Bridge.
All right, we'll use another recovery point.
They may be planning to change course.
What?
The exits to the deck are all sealed.
What are they planning?
If they get Metal Gear, we're going right off the fringe.
You're all familiar with the Shadow Moses
The men down here are definitely Marines.
The current state of nuclear...
If the deck is sealed off, they have no way of knowing that the ship's been taken over.
Remember,
I'm not interested in fighting these guys. The weapons won't do me much good here.
Can you see Metal Gear?
No, I'll have to go around to the bow. They have some serious defenses here. I doubt the recent arrivals want to blast their way through the Marines either.
Wonder where they're headed.
I don't know. Not the beach, that's for sure.
Okay, Snake, let's go over this one more time. Use this camera to get photographic evidence of the Metal Gear prototype. Now do your thing and take pictures that speak louder than the government's plausible denials. We need 4 shots. Metal Gear from the front right, and front left, and a close-up of the Marine Corps marking.
Marking?
There should be a Marine's insignia
Well,
on the
looks
body
like you
of Metal
already
Gear.
got your pictures, so can we leave?
Just let someone try explaining away a clear shot of that.
All right.
Seriously, you don't need me.
There's
You got your
actually
pictures.
one little thing.
Just spit it out. I'm used to things going wrong.
It looks like someone's monitoring our transmission.
Who?
I don't have a clue. All they're doing is watching. It would creep me out less if they tried to interfere with our communications.
Could it have something to do with that cipher we saw?
Maybe. I've switched the encryption protocol for our burst transmission for now. What I want to do is use a different method for sending these photos, just in case.
Instead of using the codec?
Exactly. There's a workstation in the southeast corner of the block where Metal Gear is housed. I've made arrangements so that you can send the pictures from the machine.
Arrangements?
I hitched a ride on Link 16 into US military's proprietary network. Managed to get into that workstation and overwrote a part of the system software so I could remote install a little app I wrote.
Why bother with anything that complicated?
No, it's pretty simple, really. Look, all you have to do is stand in front of the machine and push the action button. The app will automatically launch and download the image data from the camera, split the files, and encrypt them individually.
That's
the data
right.
packets can then masquerade as...
Okay. So all I have to do is push the action button in front of the computer once I have the pictures, right?
Well, sure, if you put it that way. And one more thing. The Commandant's already begun his speech, but you need to get the pictures before he's done talking. Otherwise, they'll spot you, okay?
How much time do I have?
I hacked into his personal files and took a look at the text of that speech. I'd say you have 7 more minutes. Longer if he throws in a joke or two.
Or
A
repeats
7-minute
himself.
time limit, huh?
Remember, Snake, just the photos, okay?
With these kinds of odds, I won't be making any sudden moves. But that doesn't mean we can just let Metal Gear be hijacked.
Okay, but first the photos.
All right, we'll deal with the rest when we get there.
Stay low.
We initiated development.
On door. Be right back.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Hey, welcome back. Welcome, amigo. What's up? Battle stations again, everyone. Sorry for having to run to the door and the terrible timing.
The only thing that can stand up to a Metal Gear is, of course,
And the
another
timer.
Metal Gear.
Lock bar.
With Ray, the hundreds, if not thousands,
Oh, I
of
was
Metal
bleeding
Gears
too.
that exist
Boy, we're
all
in
over
great
the
shape.
world are no longer a threat. The blind rush to nuclear
Bleeding out.
proliferation will be contained,
Time.
and it
Ticking
will be
away.
the Marine Corps and our Ray that will
Welcome,
accomplish
Raiders. Thank you. Thank you for the host and raid.
At the moment, every industrialized nation on the globe knows the specifications for Metal Gear.
Please,
Worse yet,
spread the
so
love.
do a number of
Go
rogue
drop a
states.
follow over there.
Message coming in.
They are all working on
Amigo,
the
welcome.
their own Metal Gear Force to compete with the U.S.'s nuclear strike capability.
And Pika, hey.
The world
Thank
is
you for the
about to
host.
see a swarm of these Metal Gear derivatives.
I've been struggling today. Struggling to learn to
Some
play
say
again.
that the strategic importance of aircraft carriers will be reduced by the completion of Ray.
finding every possible way to mangle things.
There's a lot of pressure from Navy brass, especially those with submarine and air background. Not to mention interference from a major player. But this project is vital to the Marine Corps. The enemy is sometimes closer to home than you think, gentlemen. Always bear that in mind. This weapon will render all other Metal Gears obsolete. Nations building up their own Metal Gear force would think twice about their nuclear strategy in the light of the military dominance spelled out by Ray. The shift in the balance of power will mean a new world order. And we, the Marine Corps, will play a central role in its military affairs. Ours is not the only military.
Can we crawl around down here?
It cannot be more different in nature from the Navy's. There's the program that will add fuel to the uncontrolled.
I mean, is this where I want to go? Problem with the game like this for me is that I have watched it so many times. I have all these things burned into my brain, but they're disconnected from each other. I've only played it a couple times, a few times, and I can't overwrite what's in my head.
It is my greatest
From
wish
watching
never
it,
to have her or her
seems with my own experiences.
experience the horror of
I'm not
nuclear
really,
war.
it's like I'm not learning when I play these games. I continue to be someone who has just watched them, even as I play them.
Soldier, I know.
Maybe it's a little different with Phantom Pain, but
Unlike the Army's Rex, it can cruise deep underwater, move in undetected and make its landing on
just because I
any
recognize
shore
where I am doesn't mean I know if I want to be going here at all. I think I just went from one side to the other.
Its onboard joint tactical
Got to the front,
information
okay.
distribution system identifies targets with unerring accuracy and takes them out
That is
with
what I
massive
wanted.
firepower. It is the ultimate weapon.
Okay.
This new model of Metal Gear is codenamed Ray,
Yeah.
after the great Manta Ray. Our Ray has a sting that nature never gave the Manta. With this latest Metal Gear, we can rule the sea and land as we never have before.
Demonstration. We have to stand up. Get them to switch where they're looking.
This turned out to be longer than expected. At ease. Rest a little.
We do the same sort of thing, or what are we going for here? I don't know. Does this continue to advance? Doing the same thing again over here. Does that advance us? Or is this, does it only take us back? I don't want to go back.
George Sears surrendered his presidency in the aftermath
I want to go left, not right.
official reason given would not have
Right.
the development of Metal Gear Rex, the next generation nuclear warhead.
Ah,
Forget about it.
Even you would have heard rumors that he was forced to resign to the failed Emperor cost of his influence in the political community. The Metal Gear Rex development on Shadow Moses was supposedly the first preparatory measure taken against the future possibility of reduced nuclear testing. NFV technology leaked to other nations would make that completely unlikely. If this theory is correct, it means that there was a calculated intent to cash in on this opportunity and specific interests within the military-industrial complex. We are here today to flush out and rid our country of these corrupting forces. That is our mission. We'll bear that in mind. It is an undeniable fact that there is a force at work in our government and within the military, seeking to control national affairs to suit its...
right.
You're all familiar with the Shadow Moses incident during the Sears administration. The current state of nuclear proliferation is a direct result of that event.
Metal Gear.
This exercise is but a first step towards that goal. The future of the country rests with you tonight. The
just crawled in. Are we
proliferation
crawling
and
back
development
out?
of Metal Gear technology are about to render agreements like the MPD and STAR obsolete. There are also forces at work trying to exploit this disturbing trend to further their own power and influence.
So, you know, if we get through the tanker here, and then on Saturday, and we start with the plant, and hopefully it goes all right. Hopefully I can retain Snake. For some reason he doesn't want to climb this ladder.
Seeking to control national affairs to suit its own interests. Metal Gear Ray bears the
What am I missing here?
this party, thwarting their plans and guiding this nation back to its original.
I'm struggling so hard with the controls today. Hey!
I seem to be repeating myself.
Get
Walking
logo
up to old
picture. Does
age.
that count?
This Metal Gear Ray is a prototype.
Good.
Designed to be operated by an onboard pilot.
He said good, so it's actually good, right?
Ray will be unmanned, driven by tele-existence and an autonomous control system.
Isn't this where you
The
can...
importance of next-generation technologies such as C4ISR and RMA in battle situations has been discussed time and again, but Ray is the first to deploy it so fully. With Ray's completion, the Marine Corps will lead the way for a new age of military tactics. The brain drain of nuclear
He's sleeping.
specialists
Can we
and
get away with
black market
tranking him?
trade in weapons-grade plutonium has been fueling a
Somebody gonna
constant
notice.
in nuclear weapons since late
Guess
last
we'll find
century.
out.
Add Metal Gear to the mix, the result is the renewed proliferation you see the world over. We once lived in the shadow of the Doomsday Machine. This Metal Gear Ray can bring other Metal Gears under control and ensure that we never know that fear again. We, the Marines, will be the guardians of this
I
peace.
think we get some extra time.
Good.
Good. He said good.
I'm on a roll here. Let's go on a little bit longer. We will proceed out of New York Harbor and conduct top-secret field testing of Ray. Shadow Moses has turned public opinion against weapons development. This training needs to stay covert. We cannot risk jeopardizing the program on the eve of its completion. The disguised oil tanker is a part of our cover. Ray is
Good.
well worth all these precautions. Trust me. You must be Terrence.
Hey,
Let's
Dragon
do a
Knight.
little stretching, shall we?
What's up? Yeah, and not just on normal either. I mean, we're playing on normal, but he does that
Down.
regardless. I don't know if this one's good. Is it?
Good.
Down. Front. Getting back to the topic at hand. Former President Sears did also act towards
Got front,
reducing
front
the
right,
nuclear
front
stock
left,
of our
and
Metro
logo,
and
right?
NMD
Should be good.
concept. It was he who
Thanks for leaving the computer here, guys. Didn't take him very many tries to figure out Scott's password. Sensibility programmed image telegraph engine. Overly complicated name. Check.
So, any codec moments from you, Snake? The first one I'm seeing is... This is great. The Marines lettering shows up really well.
Should have taken some pictures of the Colonel. Not the Colonel, obviously. What's his name? What's his rank?
Next up is... Okay, that's good. The shot from the right is in the bag. The next one's... Okay, this works. It's a great front view. Next up is... You're a pretty good photographer. We can definitely use this left shot. Okay, now we have all the photos. Snake, the speech is about to wind up. Forget the photos and get out of there now.
We, the Marines, will lead the charge into a new world
best
order
laid plans.
with Metal Gear Ray. That is all. Dismissed.
Excellent speech, my friend.
Who the?
Gift of the silver tongue. They say it's the mark of a good officer. And of a liar. Americans are too in love with the sound of their own voice to speak the truth.
Identify yourself.
I am Shalashaska, also called Revolver Ocelot.
Weird playing this on Xbox, isn't it? Fortune's dad's
What do you
name. What's
want?
his name? Remind me his name.
This
his name.
machine will be quite useful.
What are you planning to do? Steal this thing?
Steal? No, I'm taking it back. Gerlukovich. Nobody move. Understood? This ship now carries enough Simtex on its key structural points to blow it out of the water at the touch of this button. That's right. No one has to die needlessly. We're almost at the target. Get a move on.
What do you intend to do with Ray? Sell it on the streets?
I was raised in Snezinsk, formerly known as Chelyabinsk 70, the nuclear research outpost.
What are you talking about?
After the Cold War ended, my home was bought out by the Americans.
Is there a point to this sad story?
Now you would understand. Land, friends, dignity, all sold to the highest bidder, the United States of America. Even the technology that gave birth to these weapons is Russian, developed by us.
What do you intend to do?
Russia will rise again.
Thank you, Scott
Way is
Dolph.
the key.
Scott Dolph.
I
Scott
regret
was the
to
login
inform
he
you
used. I
that
didn't
I have
even
no
put Scott. We
intention
just
of
logged
selling
in with his
Metal Gear.
login.
As I
Thank
said,
you.
I came to take it back. Yes, returned to the Patriots.
The Lale Lule Lo? How's that possible?
Ocelot, have you sold us out?
I was never in your employ, Golukovich.
Are you still in league with Solidus?
No hard feelings, Colonel. Mother Russia can rot for all I care.
Since when, Ocelot? When did you turn?
I'm glad you noticed, comrade. I abandoned her during the Cold War.
Ah!
Metal Gear only has room for one! Golukovich, you and your daughter will die here.
Damn you!
Sergei, looks like you were long overdue for retirement.
Traitorous dog!
Show's over. If you wish to live, I suggest you run now. This ship is still in the lower New York harbor. You may yet make it to shore if you swim for your life.
It's been a while, brother.
Who are you?
You know who I am.
Liquid?
Not so young anymore, eh, Snake? You're drowning in time. I know what it's like, brother. No wonder Naomi passed you over for the Fox Dive program.
Ouch! Get out of my mind, Liquid!
He didn't actually bite himself there, did he? That'd be kind of badass.
The price of physical prodigy. Few more years and you'll be another dead
Trombones.
clone of the old man. Our raw materials are vintage, brother. Big Boss was in his late 50s when they created his copies. But I live on through this arm!
But that makes no sense. Tiger Lukovich.
You don't have what it takes after all! You're going down, Snake, with this tanker!
Yeah, that's not working. Still not working. You're just making the British guy mad.
Otacon, we have a problem.
Oh yeah, so looking forward to fighting 20 of those. It shouldn't be so bad on normal though.
Snake! Snake!
No problems.
location we discussed. Yes, I have photographic evidence of Snake on the scene. The cipher was most useful. I look forward
Those
to
notes are
tomorrow
sweet.
morning's newsflash. I would say the Marine Corps' plans are on indefinite hold. Yes, of course, Mr. President.
Oh. Yeah, we haven't saved yet. Save. We're gonna stop in a little bit, so we won't really be getting any momentum in plant, but scientists, I should have started sooner. Did you read that? I did.
Snake, do you remember the sinking of that tanker 2 years ago?
Of course.
Of
Terrorists blow a
course.
hole in an oil tanker full of crude barely 20 miles off the shore of Manhattan. Your classic nightmare. It didn't take long for the government to put an oil fence around the whole mess. And then that massive offshore cleanup facility went up inside.
The big shell. I hear the cleanup isn't quite over yet.
It takes time. But in the meantime, the shell's become a landmark, a symbol of environmental protection.
Calling teams Alpha and Bravo. Deploy at the big shell as scheduled.
Approximately 6 hours ago, the big shell was seized by an armed group.
Do we have an ID?
Former members of the Navy SEAL Special Anti-Terrorist Training Squad Dead Cell. Russian private army members may also be involved. It's a highly trained group, and they have the big shell under complete control.
Come in from downwind and pull up fast. Get ready to fast rope down to Shell 1. 5 minutes to ETA. Alpha, your top priority is to rescue and safeguard the President. Team Bravo, watch out for Stillman's back and get those C4s disarmed.
Stillman.
What are their demands?
$30 billion.
$30 billion. What makes them think they can get that much?
There was a government-sponsored tour going on of the big shell that day.
Hostages, huh?
A VIP from one of the major conservation groups, and one from our own government. The most important person in the sense.
The most important person?
James Johnson.
The president?
Unless the demands are met, the terrorists intend to blow the big shell out of the water.
And the crude will ignite, turning the Manhattan Harbor into an inferno.
That's not the worst-case scenario. If the chlorides being used to decontaminate the seawater go up with the oil, toxins containing catastrophic levels of dioxins will be released.
What the subtitles are
In
doing?
other words, the bay's ecosystem will be wiped out, and the sea will turn into a toxic soup for centuries, becoming the worst environmental disaster in history. You have 2 mission objectives. 1, infiltrate the offshore decontamination facility Big Shell and safeguard the president and other hostages. And 2, disarm the terrorists by any means necessary. You should know that SEAL Team 10 is also conducting a rescue operation.
Is this a joint effort?
No. Foxhound remains a covert body. Don't alert them to your presence. That is an order.
This is Snake. I'm now inside Strut A of Shell 1.
How are things?
We're in luck. Looks like there are no sentries posted here.
What's the visibility?
The lights on the plant struts are functioning. I won't have to use the IR goggles.
Any problems?
Right,
There was a
playing
brand new
Snake.
hole cut through the oil fence.
Arr.
There's someone else besides me that wanted to get in badly.
That's not possible.
What about SEAL Team 10?
They landed on the roof of the Big Shell as planned.
About
And
the
by the way, Snake, We're changing your code name for all following communication.
Exactly. What's wrong with Snake?
Just a precaution. You are now designated Raiden.
That's exactly
All
it.
right, Raiden. You've already covered infiltration and VR training.
I've completed 300 missions in VR. I feel like some kind of legendary mercenary.
I know what you mean.
Okay, we'll skip that part.
Make sure nobody sees you.
That's
If
exactly
you need
it.
to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the back button. When we need to reach you, contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the back button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
All right. I'll contact you if anything changes.
First, make your way to the upper section of the big shell.
How do I get up to the next level?
There's an elevator at the far end of that area. Use that.
Sounds good.
Your new sneaking suit uses electrofiber technology, a byproduct of fiber optics research. The texture isn't far removed from rubber, but the material protects against a wide range of toxic substances. The suit itself has a wide array of built-in sensors. It is referred to as smart skin in military R&D. Data about damage to different regions of the body, including blood loss, is exchanged between the suit and the intravenous nanomachines to create a feedback system.
There's a lot of pressure on my torso.
Relax. The
Are
suit
you
applies
being
varying
hurt?
pressure to major internal organs to maximize performance and safeguard their functions. They call this the skull suit in Foxhound.
Skull suit seems appropriate somehow.
The hatch with a circular handle will open into the elevator area. Locate the hatch first.
Copy that. Moving on to main mission objectives.
Except, we're not really. We're gonna... It's a great divider. Tanker was a colossal mess of a warm-up, right? So we
You
can't
could probably
even...
get in down there if you crawl. If you hide well, you can probably
actually
escape
manually save
when
yet,
being
huh?
pursued by the enemy. Whenever you crawl into a narrow space, the camera will automatically switch to intrusion view. Push the left stick up to move forward, down to move back. Push left and
How do
right
you like
to
the,
turn in those directions.
The dub.
Keep an
Great
eye
dub.
on the enemy and proceed undercover at all times. You absolutely cannot afford to be spotted. Unlike in VR training, you can use your gun from intrusion view in the field. Keep that in mind.
So, we manually tuned to the codec prematurely or something? 14096. Can't do it yet. Bugs start crawling all over Raiden. Now we have bugs on our rations. Did they just eat all our rations, or we don't have any yet? And shake them off your rations. That's pretty cool. Get more on our non-rations. Wonder, do we actually have any? Start with any and they ate them? Squish. What else is in here? We can get, in the water, can we get infrared? What are the swim controls? Oh, this is gonna suck. What are the swim controls?
Got your feet wet? These are the basic controls for swimming.
Thank you.
When you're on the surface, you can swim in corresponding directions using the up, down, left, and right movement of the left stick.
Push the punch button to dive down from the surface.
Not gonna let me swim? Stroke the water and move forward by pushing the punch button. Push it in rapid succession to swim faster. Change your heading with the left stick. Up will take you up, down takes you lower, left and right to face those directions. The O2 gauge will appear under your life gauge when you're underwater. Okay. Okay. Now. Somewhere in here, there's infrared goggles, right? Or something? Thermal goggles, got them. Swimming is just fast punching. Everybody knows that. Okay, hey, I remembered something. Thermal goggles. Can we, there we can get a comment about one of these, can't we?
Colonel, there's a gym suit.
Hey, got him.
Looks like a high barometric pressure diving suit. By maintaining barometric pressure within the suit, it should allow its wearer to carry out work at sea depths of as much as 300 meters. But it doesn't look even remotely usable. It's a very old model.
Yeah, and it's rusted all over.
Why would
Doesn't
that be
even look
here?
like it's been
At a new
used.
facility.
Right, that diving suit doesn't look like it works. Forget about it and return to your duties.
But can't I ask you about how weird that is? Isn't that weird? Steph, hey, so you saw you got were gifted a sub. That's sweet. There's a ration back there too. I want it. We have to crawl to it or what? Crawl through the bugs? Guess let's crawl backwards. Don't eat my rations. Come on. Raiden, please. The flips are awesome. That was a nice touch. Putting those in. Anything on the other side? No, there isn't, is there? Probably check, but I just want to, we have to get to the terminal and then save. We get,
Colonel, I've sighted an enemy sentry. AN-94 and a Makarov. Those grenades, all his equipment, is Russian-made.
Must be a Gerlukovich man.
Gerlukovich?
A Russian private army that was in line to work with the Shadow Moses takeover group 4 years ago.
What's their stake in this one?
They must have made a deal, an arrangement with the terrorists. They become a band of mercenaries, an army without a country.
Caught a glimpse.
Colonel, there's definitely another intruder in here besides me.
That's not a possibility.
Not
I
a
just
team.
told you.
Looks like a solo
It's a
job.
fact.
One man.
We may not know who he is, but he managed to take care of every sentry in the area. They're all out cold. Whoever he is, he's got some skills.
We need to get an ID. But for now, you can take advantage of the situation and get to work. There's a terminal in front of the elevator. A node.
Did you say nerd?
Not nerd. Node.
Oh.
Use the node to gain access to the Big Shell's
He's
facilities
right, you're
network.
such a nerd.
Then what?
Pull up the map of the structure. That'll let you activate the Soliton radar.
The Soliton radar? True. That radar came in useful during VR training.
A radar system uses biological magnetic fields as input. These estimated enemy positions are projected onto a map according to reference points collected via GPS signals and field personnel reports. We need to get to the map through the Big Shell's node to put this data processing to practical use. The node unit is about 3 feet high.
Thanks, Willis.
Should
Welcome
be
back.
colored blue. Each area has at least one.
How do I gain access?
Just push the action button in front of the node. The nanomachines in your body will take care of the security clearance and allow you access to the node. Complete the procedure before those sentries gain consciousness. If they spot you, you won't be able to gain access for a while. Stay on guard.
Got it.
All that I miss. Lovely. We get to do that every time. We made it through all the cutscenes at the end of the tanker. And here we are starting the actual game, main game on the plant, but we're going to be saving and stopping as soon as we can here and picking back up on Saturday. Whole thing? I think so. I mean, we could try to get it to one of the console dates, but doesn't really matter. Turn blood display on or off. We'll leave it. Yeah. So if we return to the title screen here, does it give us a save? And do we lose? What do we lose if I say back to the title screen? Still gonna save here. We have to restart. Or a normal save.
Good work,
Just a normal
Raiden.
save.
The radar should be functioning now.
Remember your VR training sessions. The tool is exactly the same one. It maps the terrain as well as the position of enemy personnel. The bright dot in the middle is you, Raiden. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision. Your radar isn't affected by the weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it. It gets jammed easily, I'm afraid. It's all made from currently existing technology.
As opposed to
You won't be able to
non-existing
use it in an area with
technology?
strong harmonic resonance.
What the
so
fuck?
be careful.
That line.
The big shell's
The line
layout map
makes
should
me
now
crazy.
be available after touching the start button.
How do I save the mission data?
I've set aside a proprietary frequency for saves, and an analyst to work on the data too.
Jack, is everything all right?
What are you doing here?
Jack, can you hear me?
Rose, you're not supposed to be involved. What's going on?
Jack, I'm a part of this mission.
Colonel, what the hell is going on?
Raiden, meet the mission analyst.
Oh, hi, Rose.
She'll be overseeing the data saving and support.
Why her?
The Foxhound analyst that was supposed to take part in this mission was in an accident. Rosemary was brought in as a replacement.
An accident?
And according to the files,
Very convenient
she knows
one.
you better than anybody else.
Rose may be in the service, but an intelligence analyst is no field officer.
Not to worry. She has our technical staff at her disposal.
She's never been a part of a field mission. This is insane.
I have my own reasons for selecting her for this mission, soldier.
Colonel, I fail to see...
I know your VR training performance in and out, but sometimes that's not enough. You're familiar with the Shadow Moses incident?
You know I covered it in VR.
If there's a crucial tactical detail that case taught us, it was the power of the operative's will to survive.
I was trained to fight. My personal feelings have no place in a mission.
We've learned that it doesn't work that way. And on the field, you need all the help you can get.
Jack, you're stuck with me whether you like it or not.
Rose.
You need someone to watch your back. But I have conditions that need to be met, Colonel.
What is it?
I'll perform my duties and save that mission data, but I'm aware that technically I'm not part of the mission control team. After all, I'm just a normal girl who's worried about Jack. But that means, Colonel, that I am not required
just
to follow
anything.
your orders outside of my immediate duties.
Hey.
Jack is not simply a field personnel for me to track. His safety comes first to me, not the mission. And because of that, I will be monitoring and keeping a record of every communication you have with him, Colonel.
Given the circumstances, you're free to do what you see fit.
Hey, I prefer this to being kept in the dark waiting.
I'd like to make a request, if I may.
Of course.
His handle is Raiden. For the duration of the mission, could you call him that?
Good luck.
Yes, sir. All right, Raiden. Let me know when you're ready to turn in a save. The proprietary save frequency is 140.96. I just switched frequencies. Jack,
What?
do you know what day it is tomorrow?
April 30th. Is there something special about it?
Isn't there?
I can't remember. I'm sorry.
Oh well, I'll keep trying till I hear the answer. I'm gonna let you go now, Jack. Take care.
So, we are going to save and pick back up
What's up,
on
Jack?
Saturday. What's up, Jack? Right.
Hang in there.
Oh, you're such a good motivator. Ah. Sorry about the extra gap in between streams. I had no idea what to do with myself. What we were gonna play. I don't know what I was thinking getting us back into this, other than that I love the game and we've had really good times playing it. That was easy. That part was easy. But I've been a mess and having a hard time connecting with any games, even some of my favorites. But this one has really complicated mechanics and maps and some of the things that really trip me up, and I'm not at my best. So I don't know what I was thinking, but in part that was on purpose. It's gonna be very confusing, distracting, lots to do. It'll probably take a while. I think we're gonna finish this on or about April 30th. Sound familiar? Do you know what day it is? Not tomorrow? Yeah, thank you, Willis. I hope that's the case, and I never really know. But I figure this will give us a couple weeks, because we're only going to have 2-3 streams a week, aiming for 3. But if Yeah. Over the next couple weeks, if 1 or 2 streams don't happen, we'll finish this on or about the 30th. Maybe it'll go more quickly, but I will see you on Saturday. We'll pick up the tanker proper. Thank you guys all for the great company, as always. And for all the support. The subs and the hosts, and just for being here. Yeah. More hugs for everyone. The day George Washington became president, which they do bring up in the game. Gestalt. Hey. So cheers to all of you, and if you're new here, welcome aboard. We have fewer adventures than we used to, but we have some adventures here, and I hope you'll come back. Join us for more. I'll see you guys on the flip side on Saturday. I would make tomorrow Friday. Happy almost day. Enjoy the start to your weekend tomorrow. And I will see you all then. Good night. Doc Henson, if you're out there, man, happy birthday. See you all later. Cheers.